Hello everyone and welcome back to Rapid Growth Investing. Usually I do Sunday stock talk, but since I'm going to be doing it on Monday today because the market's closed for this upcoming week, it is Monday stock talk. I know I haven't posted a YouTube video in a long time, but um, I'm going to try to be posting a lot more now that I have a little bit more free time. But I thought I'd just go over my top looks for this week and kind of recap on some of the things that I've talked about in previous videos and where they are now. So one stock that I've talked about in the last video was UAVs, AG Eagle Aerial Systems, which over the last few days has had a big run. I bought around $11 when it hit here, and then kind of came down and did nothing. And then about 5 days ago, it really just went from 11 and hit a high of 1768. Now that it's back to 1495, I mean, as you can see, it's kind of got this pattern now where it kind of runs up, dips, runs, dips, runs, dips. And it continues. This is a dip that I will be buying more shares of. Um, and I think this is a great high growth, very good growth stock for the future. If you're looking to double your money, I think this will definitely be a $30 stock at some point. I can't really give you a timeline, but I mean, this was, I think, about 40 cents at some point this year, which is crazy. Yep, right here, just under $1. And now it's at 14.95. So make sure to take a look at that. One stock that I want to add is HUYA. I haven't really played this much, but it caught my attention after rising from 25, now sitting at 33.9, almost $34. It's oversold right now on the 4-hour chart, as you can see, but if we go to the 5-day, kind of zoom out here. This is a Chinese company, and it's a tech company that is involved with gaming, and it doesn't have too many competitors, and it's starting to really pick up a name for itself. And on Benzinga, it's a stock that it's like the number 2 stock under 50, so I definitely take a look at this. Wait for maybe a little bit of a pullback here, even though it's riding this 9-day moving average on the 4-hour. Wait for a pullback for a good price, and I think I'm going to jump into HUYA. It looks like I talk a lot about Blink charging. So about 2 weeks ago, I was talking about it in this 50 range, and I was holding it, and it was tough to hold, but eventually it ran up to 60, which is a $10 move, and I got to sell around that area. Now it's back at 51.89. I think it's going to start to curl up again soon, and we're going to see it over that. Let me just delete this line. I think we're going to see it surpass that 60 mark. This is also a very that's a stock that's going to grab some attention in this area because they like to run a lot, especially when there's news. So Blink came out with news that San Antonio will be the charging stations of San Antonio, which is a huge news. And just imagine if other big cities pick Blink, or maybe even Plug Power, their competitor, which is a little bit more expensive, and it's been trading in this channel. I like the swings on Blink a little bit more. Look to play that. Now, as we know that Bitcoin, I talk about that almost every video because there's so much to talk about. It's over 48,000, I believe, getting close to 50,000. Mara and Riot are stocks I've always been talking about. I think last time I talked about them, they were, yep, in this range. I mean, it went from 19 to 41 here, and I was talking about them in the low 20s. So Mara, and then look at even Riot. Riot jumped up even bigger to up to 48, which is crazy. Those are two ways to play Bitcoin. I'd wait for a Bitcoin drop, and then I think we all know that it's just going to take that next leg higher. You can also play Bitcoin by GBTC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Even though Mara and Riot have been better growth stocks for that. I talk a lot about JMIA. JMIA is consolidating, kind of coming down, finding a base in that 60 range. I think this is a $100 stock at some point. Make sure to, if you really want to hold something for the next few months, I think JMIA is a good long-term hold, and it's pretty safe. If you guys don't know, it's pretty much the South African Amazon, and I'm pretty bullish on JMIA. Now let's talk about some stocks that I'm looking forward to this week. One of them is Marvel Technologies. As you can see, Marvel over these last 4 hours, and I'll kind of delete that line here. It hit a high back just about 20-30 days ago of 55.70. I'm looking to see if Marvel can make a push above that 55.70, and after that I'm going to continue to add shares. I currently have some call options in the 53 range for 2 weeks out, and I'm holding those, and I'm up big because I bought in that 52 range. So look for that swing up on Marvel if we keep having strong days in the market. That's one I'm going to be holding for a little bit more. Nano Dimensions is another one, NNDM. It's kind of coming down here, but this, in my opinion, is going to get into the 20s one day, and it's going to happen faster than you think. I own a good amount of shares of this stock. So keep an eye on Nano Dimension. Don't let it run away without you. And a few more stocks just to look at this week. I'm also holding Fubo, which looks like it's starting to push up a little bit, gaining some volume a little bit, but not as high as we had over here. Watch the stock above that 48 level for that push back into the 50s. I'm swinging that, as well as TIGR, TIGR, up FinTech Holding. They announced a share offering after hitting 31.79, then came down to 26. People bought that, and once it re-hits, I'm actually going to set an alert. Once it re-hits, this stock is going to keep flying. Again, with same price as HUYA, these two stocks are both going to see the 40 range before you know it. So just to recap, we've talked about Nano Dimensions, HUYA, TIGR, up FinTech Holding, Marvel, and one more I'd like to add is Neo. We talk about Neo a lot. It looks like it's almost making a cup and handle here, and it's kind of sitting in that 60 range. Watch the push up and get with volume, trying to make a higher high, try to retake that all-time high, which it will eventually. So that is basically my stock talk Monday. Hope everyone has a great trading week. I'll try to post throughout the week and kind of review everything and kind of go through some of my trades. But thanks for watching. Have a good one.